Halfy, welcome into the weeds, mate. It's so good to have yous on.
Cheers, brother. Thanks, mate.
Mate, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Where have I been? What have I been doing? Where do I start? Far out. Well, I've been to South America a few times. That was beautiful. Just living life, exploring, learning about myself, traveling through it all with music, art, poetry, lots of life experiences and lessons along the way.
Nice.
Smoking a bit of pot this weekend here at Mardi Gras.
Yeah, are you performing? What are you doing?
So I do a few different things. I'm a musician. I'm a singer-songwriter, hip-hop artist. I'm also an interactive statue worker where I get all dressed up in these half and half black and white clothes generally, stand as a statue, wearing this mirror until someone picks an option.
Fantastic. What are the options?
There's a few half and half interactions, few original poems. There's actually one, the Nimbin Mardi Gras special,
Mate,
which would you like to hear it, mate?
lay it on us.
All right, let's see how it goes. Do you want a cone, mate? A cone? What do you mean? Just smoke a bong, brah. As in cannabis? You know that's an illegal drug, don't you? I'm a cop. Oh, but what, it helps with my anxiety and pain. You can take a pill for that. A pill? What's in the pill? What's in the pill? How should I know what's in the bloody pill? Well, I know what's in the weed. I haven't grew it myself. You grew it yourself? You're going to be in a lot of trouble, young man. Oh, but what? I can buy it from the government. You can buy it from the government legally. Basically a state dealer. Basically a state, the biggest gang out, is it? No, not a gang. Basically the biggest gang out, controlling the masses through their state-funded goons, aka the police or U-mob. Oh shit, this is really flaring up my anxiety. Are you all right? Oh, I don't have my pills. A cone might help. A cone? Yeah, this is Nimbin, and it's weed. No one will even care. Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, this is what I've been calling about all these years? This weed is all right.
Mate, that was fantastic.
Cheers, mate.
That was just for Mardi Gras.
That was the Mardi Gras special, yeah.
Mate.
So on my sign, I've got a bunch of other half and half interactions that are permanently on there. And then generally for each festival that I'll go to, I'll make a special for that festival.
Right.
Yeah.
And the poetry's a big thing for you.
Yeah.
When did you start writing? When did it start coming out of you?
In high school, actually. But not in poetry class or English class. Started writing poetry myself. And the last few years, I've really been enjoying writing in a Dr. Seuss style. And, yeah. But
What's a Dr. Seuss style? It's like, is it rhyming couplets, something like that? What is
I wouldn't be able to explain what it is exactly, but yeah, rhyming couplets, like a bit of weird stuff, I suppose.
just absurd stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not just absurd, but like some deeper topics in a Dr. Seuss style is best I can explain it.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
okay. A bit of philosophy and, you like to get into things, deep dive. And what about the performance part of things, mate? Because like looking at you bends my mind. It's just, it is such a great look and so outrageously compelling. The opposites make your face sort of move. It's hard for my brain to actually track your face because it's like such a trip. Where did that come from?
Well, you see, I was never getting to work on time, and I realised if I only shaved half my beard, I'd get to work on time. Well, my boss fired me, but I kept it anyway. That's not the real reason. Look, I don't actually tell the real reason online. I do tell the real reason in real life, so I'm happy to tell you the real reason after the interview. But online, it's just a funny little thing I've decided. They only get the fake reason because online's not real life.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not really significant the reason, but it's just a funny little thing that I've decided.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I'll tell you after the show.
It's a principle you've got.
Well, not much really.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a moralistic stance. It's just a funny little thing that I've decided.
Do you get a bit political?
A little bit. I mean, the whole political spectrum and all of that. I don't know. The whole system, in my opinion, has a lot of flaws, and so. You know, we could vote for this party or that party, and there are parties that I prefer, especially independent parties generally. The Greens I quite like, and legalise marijuana parties such as yourself. But the whole system I'm not really that happy with, and so I don't get into the politics that much, no.
You're not a participant, but it's something, like political issues are part of your...
For sure.
About what you like to rap and perform and around.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah, and look, like, I'm someone who, there's lots of things in society that I could see. I could say, oh, we could do this maybe better. Obviously, in my opinion, it's not to say it's better. But then there's also lots of things in society that I love. There's lots of anarchists out there who are like, F society and all this. It's like, well, what about your bin collection? What about all of these things that society has to offer, which make our life convenient, streamlined, clean, all of these things? It's like, well, yeah, sure, there's some things that we need to change, and there's some things that are working. Sure, they might be basic, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a really important point. And I think it's, in the duality of what you're doing, is to keep having conversations with people. There's, it's not an absolute. Nothing's always right and always wrong. Something's not always bad, So, when it comes to some of those big, systems change people like anarchists or, some of the sort of hard left or hard right, they want to throw a lot of stuff out, and you're like, hey, is that necessarily a good thing? So, yeah, no, that's really interesting. And what have you got coming up? Where are you performing? What are you doing?
Well, currently, right here in Nimbin for the Nimbin Mardi Gras. I'm not sure which event it is, but they've been doing this for quite a few years.
33rd.
33rd, is it? Nice.
It is, mate. Yep.
So just performing here. What I've got coming up, there's a few festivals, a few doofs coming up, anything and everything. There's a few other ones on the horizon as well. I'm spinning a lot of plates. So I do the music, hip-hop and singer-songwriter, poetry, statue work. I make my clothes, so I make these half and half clothes. I do sell some and trying to get a merch line going, which I've started, and all these bits and pieces. And so, yeah, it's good. It's good.
You're busy.
Yeah, busy, and just trying to take it slow as well.
And are you a cannabis user?
Look, I'm on medical cannabis currently.
Yep.
And with the medical cannabis...
But you're a super busy guy, you've got you're building this big career in the arts and entrepreneurship and all the rest, and the medicinal cannabis works for you, it doesn't get in the way of it?
Look, cannabis over the years, which I've had it, when I was younger, it was non-medicinal because it wasn't available then, and over the years it's worked better and it's worked worse. Look, I think it's obviously the plant and the substance can affect and alter our consciousness. But I think when we take big dips or depressions and stuff like that, when we're smoking too much weed, it's really more about the fact that we're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
And so if we lack fulfillment in life, then life becomes a drag and dreary and really not very fun. And so when people get trapped, which I have at times been trapped in this continual bong smoking thing, morning through the day, evening, for months or years on end, life becomes a bit stagnant. And, so I don't think that marijuana is bad. The usage of it can be, depending on the person and all those different factors.
But that's a really interesting point. It's not just the use of it, it's the opportunity cost of not doing other things, If that dominates in terms of, what you're doing in your life, well, it's not moderation and,
That's right.
But otherwise, it's been productive for you, and you use it, and and you're like hilarious, mate. I've seen a lot of your stuff on Instagram, and it's fantastic. It really is. It's super compelling. It really twists my mind because I'm just going, this is one dude all at once. And the jump between is absolutely fantastic. You've got it down pat.
Cheers.
It was absolutely fantastic. To bump into you here, I've met some amazing people here. I was so stoked to see you. I just went, the guy had to get you on. So, Halfy, mate, good luck with everything that's coming up, the music, the performance, the clothes, everything. Good luck. Thanks for coming into the weeds, man.
Cheers, brother. Thanks so much for having me on. Check it out. Vogue 1, legalised cannabis party. Why not?
Yeah,
it's not going to harm anyone.
And check out Halfy. He's online everywhere, and it's fantastic.
Cheers, brother.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share.